Uh, Good morning, all of you. Today we are going to do the left out practicals. Three practicals are left, out of which we will be covering few today. So first, before starting revision, we will be doing the practical today, right? Before starting the practical, I think you all have checked the revised syllabus of science. है ना? Yesterday I put the syllabus in the group. Few chapters are deleted. Lesson 6 is deleted. That we have not done. Right? Changes around us. Lesson 6 is, as you might be knowing, previously I sent you the message in the group that lesson 6 changes around us is not going to come in the exam, and we didn't do it. Right? Now after this, lesson 10 of PT1, motion and measurement, is also being reduced. Right? Lesson 10 is also not included. So the chapters that are going to come are chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, then chapter 8, body movement, and chapter 12, electricity and circuit. Right? So students, one more request to you all, please start sending your videos in the group. As we have made separate groups, so start sending your videos. I am giving you 5 days more. Please send it so that we can give the marks of internal assessment. Right? Let us now start the practical. The practical that we are going to do is, first is aim. Aim is to study the fibers of different fabrics. To study the fibers of different fabrics. Right? This is the aim that we are going to do in this practical. Then things required. Different fabrics. कौन कौन से फैब्रिक्स लेने हैं आपने? कॉटन, वूल, सिंथेटिक, जिसको आप पॉलिस्टर भी बोल सकते हो, एनी सिल्क. These 4 type of fabrics are sufficient. Right? These are easily available at your home. Cotton, wool, synthetic and silk. Right? Then coming to procedure. What you have to do in this, you have to take the fabric. Now pull out one thread. Just you have to pull out one thread from each fabric. Right? You have to pull out one thread from each fabric. Then after this, after pulling out, what you have to do, check their softness by touching. This is also included in procedure. Check their softness by touching one by one every fabric. Number 2, bring the fabric near the candle flame. Bring the thread near the candle flame one by one. Right? and observe the changes. And observe the changes. After this, coming to the observation, here you have to draw the observation table. आपने दो प्रोसीजर्स करने हैं, दो चीजें आपने चेक करनी है. One is softness and the other is when you bring it near the candle flame, whether it smells or not. So observation में you have to make the table. Observation table. How you have to make? As we had already discussed also, make a table in this form. Then at the top, here serial number, here fiber, then here touch. यहाँ पे आप सॉफ्टनेस लिख सकते हो. सॉफ्टनेस, हेयर, smell, and you can write one more thing. Shrink. So first is, we have taken 4 fibers. One is silk is optional. If you want to take the silk, you can. If you don't have at your home, it's okay. Just take 3 materials. Okay. So first fiber we are going to take is cotton. Second is wool. Third is synthetic. And fourth is silk. Right? This is optional. Again, I am saying silk. Taking silk thread is optional. If you don't, it is not available at home, it's okay. Just do it with 3. Right? So, what you feel when you touch cotton? It is soft. Wool is also soft. Synthetic, not soft. Silk is very soft. Now, when you bring the fiber near the candle, when you try to burn, smell आएगी cotton से? There is no smell. Wool से there is no smell, but with synthetic there will be a smell. Right? Because it is made of chemicals. So when you burn it, so it will give a very pungent smell of rotten egg. It will also give smell, but that will be of burning paper. You can write smell is not pungent. You can write here of burning paper. Right? And when you burn silk, again there will be a smell. Now will the cotton shrink? No, it will melt. Will the wool shrink? No, it will also melt. What about synthetic? It will shrink. Right? And what about the silk? What will happen if you burn the silk? Then you burn the silk, it will also shrink. When you burn the synthetic, it will give you the smell of burning plastic. कैसी smell आती है आपको? Burning plastic. Right? You can write these observations. Right? Is that clear? After that, on plain page, what you have to do? On plain page, at the top, you are writing aim, then things required, then after that, you have to take one thread from the fabric and paste the thread. Take thread of each fabric. Right? Each fabric. हर एक का एक एक धागा निकाल लेना. Then in the end, observation table. In the end, you have to draw the observation table. Right? So, hurry up, note it down. We are going to start with the revision of lesson 1. Revision of lesson 1 that we are going to continue. बच्चे, this 2 parts of the revision of this chapter we had done in tutorials. Right? This last 2 weeks, I am sending you the tutorials in which we started the revision of lesson 1. Only 1 lecture is left. So today we are going to start with lesson 1 revision. Whatever part is left, we will be covering here in this class. Right? In the end, your questions will be taken. Okay? Then coming to this part, बच्चे, we had covered what are ingredients, why do we need to cook food. This part is already covered in the tutorial. Then we did various sources of food, plant sources, animal sources. Then we did which are the different parts that can be eaten. Then we did the animal sources, dairy animals, poultry animals. Then we did spices and beverage. Apart from these, we also did 2 things very important, that is how to make the sprouts and how you can collect the honey. Both these topics are covered. Today we are going to do the eating habits of animals. What we are going to cover is eating habits of animals. Students, different animals eat different types of food. The food of all the animals is not the same. Different animals, they eat different type of food, right? So based on their feeding habits, based on their eating habits, we categorize the animals into 3 types, that is herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. We categorize into 3 kinds, that is herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. What are herbivores? Herbivores are the organisms, are the animals which eat only plants. Means they are dependent on plants only. They have very sharp front teeth to bite the plant parts, right? Example is cows, buffaloes, horses. They all are the examples of herbivores. Then come to carnivores. Beta, carnivores are the organisms which eat other animals. They depend on other animals for the food, right? They have very sharp incisors, right? So they tear the flesh of other animals and then they chew the flesh with the help of very strong molars and premolars. Their tearing teeth are very strong. right? Example is tiger, lion, snake, and wolf. You know, some birds are also flesh-eating birds. Birds also eat flesh, like vulture, eagle. So, to tear the flesh, they have strong claws, as well as their beak is hooked and sharp, right? Then come to last category, that is omnivores. In this case, the animals eat both plants as well as animals, right? It includes human beings, bears, pigs, and crows also, right? Now, students, we have seen here herbivores are dependent on plants. Herbivores are dependent on plants. Means plants are eaten by herbivores. Now herbivores are eaten by carnivores. Means one is eating the another, right? This makes up the food chain. What does it make? It makes the food chain in which one organism is eaten up by the other organism, right? One organism is eaten up by the other organism. Here, what happens is transfer of food is taking place. What is going on? Transfer of food is taking place, and side by side there is transfer of energy. Along with the food, transfer of energy is also there, right? So what is a food chain? Food chain is a chain in which one organism is dependent on the other, and along with the transfer of food, there is transfer of energy also. One organism is eaten by the another organism. At every level, these are the levels. At every level, there is transfer of energy. Along with the food, there is transfer of energy. Now, beta, question arises, why, if so much food is available, why everyone in the country is not able to get food? Lack of availability. Why food is not available to everyone? Why food is not available to everyone? Because there is wastage of food. Food is being wasted. Then, number 2, people are poor. Right? यहाँ आप लो इनकम लिख सकते हो. Is that clear? Then, high growth of population. There is increase in population, so the food produced is less. Is that clear to all? Population is increasing. As the population is increasing, that much food is not being produced. So another point is insufficient production. जितना हमें चाहिए उतना फूड प्रोड्यूस ही नहीं हो रहा. Insufficient production of food. Right? So these are the main 4 factors why the food is not available to everyone. Right? Which are the 4 factors? The 4 factor is Wastage of food is there, that we all know we are doing. Then people are poor, so they cannot afford, they cannot buy the food, they are not able to buy the food. यहाँ आप इसको लो इनकम भी लिख सकते हो, लैक ऑफ इनकम भी लिख सकते हो. High growth rate of population, population is so much that the food is not available to everyone. Then insufficient production of food, food is not produced in proper amount, it is produced in less amount, so it is not made available to everyone. Now beta, last topic, last topic of this chapter is how we can avoid wastage of food. How we can avoid wastage of food. So many points you can write on your own. You all know how you people waste the food, so you have to avoid it. Steps to avoid wastage of food. First point should be food must be prepared in required quantity. I am writing in very short form. Food must be prepared in required quantity. जितना जरूरत है फूड को उतना ही बनाओ. No need to cook extra food. Then if the food is left, food must be stored in closed containers. Why in closed containers? To protect it from germs, flies and insects. Right? Then you can also prevent the food from spoiling by heating. In this way, food cannot get wasted. Heating prevents spoiling. Heating prevents spoiling. Right? Then next point is that certain food items can be preserved by drying. Drying also preserves food. Which food items can be preserved? Like pickles, papads. You can preserve such food items by drying. Okay. Then next is some food can be freezed or refrigerated. Freeze, frozen food, or excuse me, also prevents spoiling. Right? Freeze food also, ये freezing कर लो यहाँ पे. Freezing also prevents spoiling. Right? With this, we have finished the revision of lesson 1. Clear? Now moving to the questions.